Hey, hey, hey! Oh my goodness, I'm super excited. We are doing a fun little vlog today, which I feel like we haven't done in a very long time. And in fact, the last time I did a vlog like this, pertaining to garden beds or gardening, was when I was pregnant. I don't know about you all, but in my area, spring has now sprung. It seems like winter, we just kind of just ignored winter, which I'm not mad about, but like, I don't know, for like climate reasons, if this okay that we never even had any winter or snow. But anyway, we're at Home Depot today and we are gonna get some supplies to do a raised garden bed. So we did a video last summer, you know, with our huge, like 6 feet garden beds. And so now we're gonna do some smaller ones. This should be fun, this should be interesting. But yeah, let's go take a look at these garden beds. So we were able to find the type of wood that we're going to go with. So just wanted to show you that we're going to move forward with this pressure treated wood. You know, with the pressure treated wood, this will be better for the outdoor bins since these garden beds are going to be outside in the elements, so rain, snow, all that stuff. The problem is that when you have this green varnish right here, this sort of element, you know, you don't want that to be mixed with the type of food that you're going to grow, or the crops that you're going to grow. So what we're going to also have to do is we're going to have to get like some sort of plastic to line the garden bed before we put the soil down in the seeding, just because, you know, we're going to be eating from these things. So just wanted to show you all that was something that we did not account for, where with our previous garden bed we were able to line it with that metal, but since these are going to be smaller, we're just going to have to, you know, find some plastic to do it. So we didn't anticipate it, but we're gonna, you know, make it work. So yeah, let's start getting this material and then we will get the building started. All right, y'all, so we have our wood cut in half right here. But just a pro tip, we just discovered that if you go to the back section at Home Depot, you can potentially get some reduced lumber for this, you know, because here you go. You got this lumber right here. It's a little marked up, but it's still 70% off. So pro tip, if you're trying to save on your next project, you can go ahead and get some reduced lumber. Hey y'all, so we are back. We're finally setting up our mini garden beds, and so as mentioned at Home Depot, we have wood that has been treated, and so it's treated wood. So what I'm going to do right now is I am going to take plastic trash bags and I'm going to work on covering them. And so this is so that we can protect the soil, so that our soil and our fruit that's going to eventually grow from this is not being impacted by the treated wood. And what Demetrius is doing right now is he is actually kind of working on layering and leveling our soil. And so before we can do that, there's plenty of like roots and twigs and things like that, so you can kind of even see what's happening over there, and it looks really good. He was able to basically take, this is what it originally looked like, but he was able to dig up the ground, make sure it was nice and even, and you know, he got like all of these twigs right here, not twigs but roots and branches and stuff. And meanwhile over here, he's now had to start helping me with my task. So I'm not gonna lie, I want to just stop and enjoy the day because it's a really nice day. Like our neighbor and their kids are like walking around, walking their dog, having a great time, and honestly that's all I want to do. But this has been something that needs to get done. We've been putting this project off for a few weeks now because the weather's not good, or just a lack of motivation. And so I honestly feel that lack of motivation creeping in, and I'm trying to combat it. I appreciate that Demetrius is actually helping me out. Harper is finally taking a nap. She's been like, she hasn't slept for like 3 hours, so she's missed a lot of naps. And so, you know, for me, it just gets to a point where I can't focus on anything else because I want to make sure she's good. I want to make sure she has her schedule. But that just means a lot of projects that need to get done get pushed off. And I'm trying to balance out a way where it's like, all right, well, kind of balancing both things where, look, I desperately need to get these things done. And if you're not gonna take a nap, then you're just gonna have to hang outside with us until you're ready to take a nap. And so thankfully she's finally taking a nap. So I need to stop yammering and I need to finish this job. But like, I just wanna chill out. But again, gotta combat that. So, all right, let's finish this. After like 2 hours of this task, we finally got at least these pieces of wood nice and covered. So let's come on and take a look, check it out. Very proud. So now what we're doing is we are going to work on leveling this wood to making sure that it is able to support the garden bed, and this will determine how much more we need to continue to dig into the ground so that before we put the soil in and the seeds, that everything is nice and leveled. So we have our leveler right there. As you can tell right now, it's not leveled, but we will get there. All right, y'all, so just wanted to do a quick update. We have one garden bed that is leveled, and you know, it's not mine, it's definitely Demetrius's, but just wanted to show you what it looks like right over here. So yeah, it looks really great. Everything, all the corners are for the most part nice and even across all 4 sides. You can go ahead and see that we have the plastic part of the treated wood. So Demetrius is kind of coming in and just cleaning it up, leveling it out. And so right over here, here's mine. It's still got some work that needs to be done, but I'm right now just kind of trying to get mine leveled. So I still got some ways to go, but just wanted to give you guys a quick update that eventually this garden bed will look like that garden bed. So something funny just really happened just now. So Demetrius had asked me to, what was it, get leaves?
Get paper bags to layer the bottom of the garden bed.
Of the garden bed. And the reason,
grass from growing.
To keep the grass from growing. And so I was like, okay, let me go get paper bags. We have a ton of those. And he was like, we have a bunch of them. Go ahead and get them. So I go inside the house and I have a bag of bags. I don't know if you all have that too. So I'm going through all the bags, but there's a lot of plastic bags. But I found like a regular pink bag. I think somebody gave this for a gift for Harper. I got my, what is it? I don't even know what this is, but I got like a Starbucks bag, a Chipotle bag, and then also too like a little cute little Louis Vuitton bag. I think I got like a sample when I was in town. But anyway, so I come out and I'm like, Demetrius, we don't have that many bags, man, to like fill up these garden beds. And he's like, Micah, what do we used to put the leaves in? And I'm like, we put it in the compost bin right there. Like we got the green compost bin. He's like, but what do we do before that? And I was like, you meant like actual like gardening bags, like these bags, like full length, like industrial garden bags. Gotcha. So I just thought that was really funny. Wanted to share that with you all because clearly I'm all over the place, but the work continues. Demetrius is now leveling this out, and we're just gonna put this down to cover up the soil from the actual like earth, and then our new soil, so that hopefully it kind of all blends well together.
Now, so it keeps the grass that was here before from coming up into the garden bed. It's gonna kill the grass off, and we'll put dirt on top of it, and that'll keep hopefully the grass and weeds from growing in.
Yeah, so basically we got some new soil that we're gonna put on, that we're gonna have the seeds and the water in it. It's all gonna grow and thrive, but we also have the dirt underneath from the earth. So this will hopefully be a nice little barrier. And the good thing is that it composts, so, you know. Look, we're just trying to figure this out, all right? We're not like experts at this, but we're gonna try and figure it out, okay? So you can hopefully learn from our mistakes. How you doing back there?
Good.
Good, 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 good. Okay. All right. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. So there you have it, guys. Our 2 garden beds done. Done, done, done. I am so excited to see what ends up growing. So thanks so much for hanging out with us. As always, if you like this content, please go ahead and click the like button. Click subscribe so that you don't miss any of my new videos that we post here on the channel. And if this content is relevant, please feel free to share, and this will help continue to grow the channel. So as always, take care, and I'll see you next time on Adulting with Micah.